It was designed as an entry-level muscle car. Hi, it's Bud Wilkinson. Today it's a story on a winter project involving a Chevrolet Chevelle from the 1970s called the Heavy Chevy. It was a short-lived variant that was billed as being heavy on looks and light on price. Ed and Kim Fischer of Litchfield, Connecticut are Chevelle and Beaumont enthusiasts. Beaumont being a Canadian brand from General Motors that mixed Chevy and Pontiac parts. Ed is in the process of restoring a heavily rusted 1972 Heavy Chevy. Before getting to his story, though, here's a look at what a nice Heavy Chevy looks like. It was spotted by Ride Connecticut at the annual summer cruise in Thomaston back in mid-September. Chevrolet introduced the Heavy Chevy in mid-1971 and sold it again in 1972. A total of 16,235 were built. They had black graphics, a domed hood, hood pins, and a blacked-out front. Fischer knew about the existence of his Heavy Chevy and tried for a long time to acquire it.
Decades, 20, 30 years. The owner finally told me to stop bothering him, so I decided to leave him alone until I was desperate for another project, which was the fall of 2023. I called and his mother answered and said that John, the owner, passed away 2 days ago. So I told her I was sorry, I'll leave her alone, and she said, no, what are you calling for? And I explained that I've been trying to buy this car from John.
A deal was struck, and the Fischers retrieved the Heavy Chevy from the previous owner's salvage yard in Torrington, where it had been sitting outside with a smashed front end. What's the history of the car?
From my understanding, it was hit in 1973. It was less than a year old, and then put at that spot that we got the car from. So it sat in that spot for over 50 years, under pine trees, and it did have a tarp on it back then, I think, because there's just remnants here and there. So I think they were trying to protect the car and they were planning to restore it and never did.
So what shape was it in? Beyond terrible?
This is the worst that I've ever restored. And all of our friends and car people say, are you nuts? Why bother? And we just love red Chevelles, very unique and rare car with the engine package and the 4-speed and all that. So we decided this car's got to be saved.
In November 2024, a year after getting it, the Fischers took the Heavy Chevy to the Muscle Car and Corvettes car show in Chicago, displaying it as a barn find. It wasn't until this past November that the restoration really began.
My goal is usually, when I buy a car to restore, I usually spend a couple years researching and buying parts, collecting parts. So that's exactly what we did with this since we bought it in 23. Once I get involved and really get my teeth into it, I don't stop. I just go and go and go until it's completed. That's the goal.
So what have you done so far?
So the first thing was actually, when I stripped the car last fall, I put it aside because at that time I said, this car is way too far gone. I can't do this car.
But as he accumulated parts, his enthusiasm returned.
It's such a shame that it wasn't saved and kept nice and out of the weather back then, because the back half and the drivetrain would have been still fresh paint on it and all that. But all that has to be restored. It's all pitted and very tarnished and such. One good thing is I have all either NOS or original GM sheet metal for everything you'll see. Meaning, like, trunk, the quarter panels, the doors, the fenders, the hood, I have all GM sheet metal.
Fischer recently got the floor pans, trunk space, and firewalls sorted. Chevrolet built the Heavy Chevy with a purpose: to be affordable.
It was designed so that it wouldn't be hit the higher insurance bracket. So the guys that didn't have the money to pay that, they can buy this and modify it themselves slowly. And not be charged with the higher rates from insurance. That's the main reason. The unique thing is it's called Heavy Chevy because it's heavy in looks. Obviously not in weight. It's actually lighter than others because they had a lot of features that made it lighter. You couldn't get bucket seats, which were heavier. So it had the bench seat. So it had that real plain Jane base model to it.
The Heavy Chevy only has 8,279 miles on its odometer, as it was originally driven for less than a year before it got totaled. Do you know who the original owner was? And if you don't, I assume you're looking.
We're still looking. We spent like a few months, maybe a year ago, trying every avenue. Kim and I went to the town halls. We heard the car might have been hit in Winsted, so we tried Winsted, we tried a lot in Torrington, looked at the newspaper articles, and we've talked to every car guy, young and old, and have no big leads yet.
The hope now is to have the Heavy Chevy completed in 2027 so that it can go back to the muscle car show in Chicago. In Litchfield, Connecticut, for Ride Connecticut, I'm Bud Wilkinson.